Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Today is November, Wednesday, the 22nd, if I'm thinking right. Let me double check that. Yes, Wednesday, November the 22nd. It is 7:54 a.m. Mountain Time. And so we're going to be doing predictions for all signs for Thursday, November the 23rd today. After that, we're going to do about 5 minutes of Reiki. And then after that will be time for any questions that you guys may have for me. Free for all question time is how I like to call that. So let's just jump right in with what we have coming up for Aries for Thursday, November 23rd. Let's see. Aries, I feel like on November the 23rd, you're feeling bright and shiny, happy, definitely have your best foot forward on something, and you feel like you're making a really good impression on the people around you. I think that you may be trying to make impressions on the people around you, but you're just feeling like you're at the top of your game on Thursday. So good for you, Aries. I know who that applies to and how that's going to play out, at least for one Aries. So that's pretty cool. Let's look at Taurus for Thursday, November the 23rd. What do we have coming up for you guys? What I'm hearing is working on infinity. So I'm trying to sort out what would be the message that goes with that. So give me just a second to zone in here. Seems like Taurus, you feel like you're stuck in a rut where you're just kind of doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. Doesn't feel like the same thing is necessarily bad, but it does feel like this is probably not what you want to be doing into infinity. And so I think that you are putting together some changes and getting some, um, trying to, not trying to, but getting some ideas together about what you would like to do over and over and over and over and over that might be more fulfilling than what you're doing now. So getting ready to make some changes in your lifestyle, basically, whether it's the work that you do or whether it's your home life, but things that are part of your everyday experience, you're getting ready to adjust and change and make more fulfilling for you. Demetria Holmes, good morning, good morning. Glad to see you here, my dear. Gemma Croft Baker, good morning. You're just in time for Gemini. Look at you. You're getting your timing down. Okay, so let's look at Gemini for Thursday, November the 23rd. What do we have coming up for you guys? Gemini's November the 23rd. I feel like you're fixing to have your feathers ruffled. And I know that's Texas talk. Yes, I spent 5 years in Texas when you say fixin' to. um, and I'm unapologetic about it. I just love the way that sounds. Anyway, you're fixing to have your feathers ruffled on Thursday. And I feel like you can make this as big a deal or as little of a deal as you want to, Gemini. It feels to me like you have really soft feathers right there, and you have, you're very sensitive right there. So it's almost like somebody kind of inadvertently, or maybe not even inadvertently, they step into a topic of conversation or a situation that's sort of a sore topic for you. And so it's easy for you to have your feathers ruffled in that type of situation. And so you guys get to be the ones to decide, I'm going to let this person trip my trigger, or no, I kind of like my peacefulness and my calmness. I'm not letting that trigger be tripped. Uh, it doesn't really seem like it's a huge deal that's happening, honestly, with my perspective from the outside. Although I think, when we're triggered, nothing is small, right? Just be aware. So for all of you who are here, and thank you for being here. I see I've got 5 viewers right now. Thank you. Hello to those of you who have not said hello and I didn't get a chance to greet you back. If you don't mind sharing this, I know it's a lot more fun for people to come into a live event while it's actually still live. And if you're comfortable sharing, I know some people don't like to share this type of stuff because they don't want their coworkers to know they're into these things. But, you know, if you're comfortable sharing, I would really appreciate it if you would share wherever you share so that we can have more people show up and enjoy this. Cancers, let's look at you guys for November the 23rd, Thursday. What do we have coming up for you? Cancers, I feel like your back is straight. And when I see somebody with a spine that is straight and firm, like what I'm seeing right now, this is telling me that you are having to take some kind of a stand. So it may be that you're taking some kind of a stand to set some boundaries for yourself with other people, or it may be that you're taking some kind of a stand to protect somebody else or to protect something that's important to you. But Cancers, on Thursday, I think that there's going to be something important that comes up that you are going to stand up for. The word that I'm hearing is vehemently. Rachel, Renee Designer, hello, hello. Lorraine Southwick, good morning, my dear. Glad to see you both here. Yay. Leos, 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 Leos. Let's look at you for Thursday, November the 23rd. I'm feeling like flexibility is going to be an issue for you, Leos. You're going to feel like you're locked into a position or a schedule that there may be something that comes up that you wish you weren't exactly locked into. You might be wishing that you could break free from that and do something a little bit different. I also feel like this is a one-day thing for you. I don't feel like you're normally locked into a schedule or a position like this. So, you know, for some of you Leos, you just may have a day that's booked up tight with appointments. For some of you, you may have, you know, something going on at the doctor's. Maybe somebody's scheduled for surgery and that doesn't really leave you a lot of options about what you can do with your time, or, you know, there's different ways that this can manifest, but definitely your schedule and your situation is really tight. You're not feeling like you have a lot of options to adjust or change that on Thursday, Leos. Virgo, let's look at you guys. Thursday, November 23rd for Virgo. Chitter chatter, chitter chatter, chitter chatter, Virgo. It's going to be really, really, really tempting to get sucked into some gossip that's going on around you. And it's actually, I don't even want to say it's going to be really tempting to get sucked in. It's going to be hard to stay out of it. I think that people around you are going to be trying to get you involved in talking about whatever this gossip is. Advice here is don't do it. We all know gossip is not a good thing anyway, but I feel like this is especially treacherous. Maybe it's who they're gossiping about, or maybe it's what they're saying is like so far from the truth. But this is a situation where you really don't want to be caught even listening to this, much less, you know, sharing in it and you know, gathering around the water tank at work, you know, talking to other people about whatever it is that these guys are gossiping about. Let them do their thing, but stay as far away from it as you can. Otherwise, this could put you on treacherous waters, Virgo. Libras, Thursday, November the 23rd. Libras, Libras, Libras. Okay, well, I can't go on from Virgo. I'm not done yet. So Virgo, loose lips lead to loose hips. I don't know exactly what that means. Spirit is telling me that one of you out there will know exactly. So whatever that means for one of you out there, you don't have to share that with me. If it's personal, that's fine. But Spirit was insisting that I pass that along. There's Miss Avneet. Hello, hello. And you are just in time, my dear. We're getting ready to do the Libra prediction for tomorrow. Libra, Libra, Thursday, November the 23rd. Looks to me like there's some kind of information that you're looking to uncover, Libras. For a lot of you, this is actually going to have to do with workity work. For some of you, this is going to be personal. I think for the majority of you, this is information you want to uncover for work. So some of you may be doing research to start a new project or to continue a project. Some of you may be researching about, if you have a new boss, you may be wanting to find out their background, where they come from, what are they like, talk to people that they used to work with. For others of you, this is going to be something more in your personal life. Maybe there is some kind of new hobby or new study that you're interested in, and you're wanting to unearth some information about that. For others of you, there may be questions about some person in your life that you want to find out more information. Excuse me, guys. Should always just stop and take a drink when your voice says you should. It prevents coughing. So anyway, that's Libra for Thursday, November the 23rd. Scorpio. Thursday, November 23rd. Oh, there's Striving. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad to see you here today, dear. Scorpio, what do we have coming in for you, for us, Thursday, November the 23rd? We have an opportunity right in front of us Thursday, Scorpio. We can grab onto that opportunity, open the door, and walk into something new. Or we can think about how comfortable we feel where we are and let that opportunity just glide by. It's going to be up to us. So, heads up for an opportunity, fellow Scorpios. Be aware, be paying attention, so that if you don't want it to glide by, you catch on to it and take it in that moment. I'm not somebody who believes that an opportunity only knocks once. I think that's just so much ridiculous hooey. But I do feel like this opportunity is sort of gliding by quickly this time, and it might be, a little bit before we get a chance at the same opportunity again. So be alert, be alert. Yeah, I usually have it waiting for me for a couple of minutes. I'm making sure that my drink is in place and that my hair looks all right and that my technical stuff is all okay and all of that good stuff. And then I pop in. Yeah, it is a nice one for Scorpio. You wonder what sphere it is from? Could be from anywhere. That's why you got to be alert. Stay aware, stay aware. This is a general reading, so it's coming in a lot of different spheres for a lot of different people. Sagittarius, Thursday, November the 23rd. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I see you holding up the lamp for somebody else to help show them the way. So you may be giving advice to somebody, or somebody may be leaning on you for information or encouragement, upliftment, something like that. Sagittarius, I do feel like what's going on is you've been around the bend in a situation that they are just coming into. And so you have some experience under your belt, and you can share with them what your experiences were so that this other person can decide what direction they want to go in. For some of you, this is going to be a son or a daughter that you're actually holding up this lamp for, so to speak. But for others of you, this is just going to be somebody, that's a coworker or somebody that's more of an acquaintance. It does not have to be a family member. Although I gotta say, I feel like for 50 to 60% of you, this is family members. So for the majority of you, it is. And some of you, actually, this is going to be happening for more than one person on Thursday. This might just be like the theme of Thursday for some of you Sagittarians. Blasted telemarketers. You're funny, Lisa. Okay, so for those of you who have come in since the last time I asked, please share this while it's still live. It's much more fun for everybody to get in on the live events as they're actually happening, as long as you're comfortable sharing stuff like this. And I would like to have as many people here for Reiki as possible, because I really want to share Reiki with as many people as possible. Capricorn, Thursday, November the 23rd. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. What do we have going on for you guys? Capricorn, it looks like you've accomplished something on the 23rd, and people are congratulating you, expressing their appreciation for whatever this is that you've accomplished, congratulating you, just letting you know how they feel about it. I do feel like the only really appropriate reaction is congratulations on this. But I also feel like there are some people who are congratulating you who are also jealous because they feel like that should be them. So just be aware. Be aware that somebody may have their feelings hurt by what's happened with you because they thought maybe it was them, just so that you can kind of be on your toes and be sensitive to their feelings, number one. But also, well, first of all, if you're sensitive to their feelings, you can kind of disarm them, so to speak, if you handle that in a compassionate way. And then the other thing to be aware of is, when somebody feels jealous of you, that's really some negative energy flowing towards you. So you want to do something to, protect yourself from that, some kind of psychic self-defense that to protect yourself from that, Capricorn. And also the other thing is, try not to be a Pollyanna about it. If you're picking up that somebody is feeling jealous, even though they're saying congratulations, realize that they may act in some kind of jealous way, and don't stay in this Pollyanna world of, oh, everybody is fine with me and everybody loves me and everything's all good. Just be aware, be on the lookout, be safeguarding your position, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Like I said, if you can be compassionate with somebody who's jealous when they're congratulating you, then you may completely disarm them just by saying just the right thing that acknowledges them as well. All right, so that was Capricorn. Aquarius, Thursday, November the 23rd. What do we have coming up for you guys? Aquarius. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, I'm feeling like your life on Thursday has a very intricate, it's like it's an intricate dance. Like um, you're working on one project and you're getting to a good stopping point, and then you're coming back and working on another. I just see like really multitasking, switching back and forth between things. It may be that you're putting out some fires here and there along the way, and that's why. Um, Also, I kind of feel like it's one of those days for you guys that, I don't know, we used to have this saying in the military, maybe other people say it, but we used to, at least when I went to tech school at Keesler Air Force Base, we used to talk about, we had a person in the class that she said, I always get sucked in by shiny things. I always follow the shiny thing. And, it's like birds like shiny things. They're attracted to shiny things. They want to check them out. And so for her, it was like, if something shiny came up, if there was something new and interesting, whatever her task was right here, say she was building her nest right here, she would just wander off and fly over to the shiny thing and focus on that. And so Aquarius, I think that this is going to be a day of multitasking, and part of that's going to be because the shiny things are getting your attention, and so you're wandering over to check out this shiny thing, and then another shiny thing comes by, so you go over to check out that shiny thing. So it's a day of not necessarily being so focused, but sort of like following your nose into different things and I think you're getting different projects started, or you're getting different facets of different projects taken care of. I don't see this as a day of really being focused on any one particular thing and moving any one particular thing forward, but I do see it as an enjoyable day that has you intrigued and has your brain working all day as you're following your shiny things, Aquarius. Alrighty, so let's look at Pisces, Thursday, November the 23rd. Pisces. Pisces, I feel like Thursday, November the 23rd has some real tension in it for you. And I'm feeling like you are doing really well because you are managing to keep things calm. Anyway, calmer than usual is what I'm hearing. So there's something going on that normally has you really stressed out, and I feel like you're learning new techniques to keep yourself calm. Maybe you're doing some meditation, maybe you're doing some breathing exercises. And I think that what I'm picking up is whatever it is that you're doing to remain calm is actually helping you to have a better perspective on the situation and helping you to make more logical decisions and move forward um, in a way that is much better for you than how you normally would react to things if you weren't so focused on your own peace. And I really think that's your focus on Thursday is, you know what? I am having peace no matter what anybody else around me is doing. All right. So that's Pisces for Thursday, November the 23rd. And now let's move on to Reiki. We're going to do about 5 minutes of Reiki. And whenever I do Reiki, I do set the intention for whatever will benefit each of you the most. If you have a more specific intention that you would like for the Reiki to work on, please feel free to redirect that intention for yourself. For those of you who come into the video after the fact, no worries. You can still set the intention to receive the Reiki, and you'll receive it just as well as anybody who is here. So let me get that started. So for those of you who don't know, as I'm sending out the Reiki, you guys can feel different things either in your body or in your emotions, and that is totally okay. It's a part of the healing process. So also, if you feel things in your body, then if you want to kind of get an idea about what that might mean as far as what's shifting for you energetically, just let me know where you're feeling things, and I'll give you my best guess. The thing about Reiki is it's not predictable. It does behave differently with every different person because we all do need different things. And so, what I know, I just know from observing with other people and from looking intuitively and sort of asking. So, nothing really is written in stone as far as, what this could be affecting. Um, And if you're feeling emotions, sometimes you feel really a positive emotion, sometimes you feel really relaxed, sometimes you feel really energized. Every once in a great while, about 3% of my people will have other emotions that aren't so hot feeling. And so if you have those, just realize that that's part of the healing process. Sacred Spirit is probably actually, or the Reiki energy, whatever you want to call it actually, is probably just working on a root issue that you have some emotions around that have never been resolved. And so as that's been being healed up, it's kind of natural to have some emotions. So you just acknowledge them, and then you release them to the universe to heal them and make them whole and send them back where they belong. So that's the best way to handle that. If that happens to happen to you, like I said, only about 3% of people have that happen, but that's what you do if you happen to be one of the lucky ones. So anybody have any questions about Reiki or anything that they want to tell me about that's going on with them right now? This is the time to do that. You guys are quiet. I must have got online a little too early for y'all. You haven't drank your coffee yet, huh? Mm. Feeling like the left side of somebody's neck. Can't remember who that was. There was somebody here yesterday that had neck surgery. Karen. I don't think I've seen Karen here today, but maybe she's going to be watching later. And if not her, there may be somebody else, but I am getting a lot of energy flowing to the left side of that neck. We've got a lot of energy really going all the way up and down the body. So I know that there's a lot of you out there pulling energy, probably a lot of different places. Well, it sounds like tomorrow is going to be interesting. Excuse me. It also sounds like you're going to be surprised at how well you handle it, whatever comes up during the day that makes you tense. And a lot of these predictions aren't like for all day. They're just like something that happens during the day. Hello there to those of you who just walked in. You walked in while we're doing Reiki right now. Sending out Reiki for everybody's highest and best interest here. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up Reiki, and now this is like free-for-all question time. You guys have about 3 minutes to ask me whatever questions that you want to ask me before I take off. So whoever has questions, start typing. Brenda Luna. Good morning, my dear. Glad to see you here. We'll be talking soon, huh? You have a left side herniation too. Oh, gotcha. Is it up more in the neck area? I think we've got more delay on the line than usual today, guys. I'm sorry. There was one little button I forgot to click before I came in here, and when I went back to try to click it, it was too late. So I think we've got more delay than usual today. Yay. La-di-di-da. No questions? No questions? You guys are going to have me falling out of my chair if you've got no questions. I do celebrate Thanksgiving. I will probably just go to a buffet tomorrow. Last year I ordered the whole dinner from Mimi's Cafe, and I was going to invite the neighbors that lived up front and a little neighbor that lived out back, a little old man. And the kids up front ended up like 2 days before Thanksgiving, their mom sent them tickets home for Thanksgiving, so they weren't there. And shortly before that, the family of the little old man who had invited came and took him to live with them like 2 hours away. They decided he shouldn't be on his own anymore. So I ended up stuck with Thanksgiving dinner for 8 to 10 people all by myself. So this year, I'm like, nope, I'm just going to the buffet. Maria Polito, you're on the cusp of Sag and Cap on 12/26. Are you asking me to tell you that? I don't know where you are astrologically, honey. I have an amateur interest in astrology. I kind of watch what the astrologers are saying about Scorpio and in general. And I know that if I do predictions for each sign, then they're much more likely to be accurate because each sign has energies that are ruling them. Or I guess I shouldn't say ruling them, but influencing them. So that's much more accurate than trying to do predictions for everybody all at once. And now you've pretty much heard almost everything I know about astrology right there. Any other questions? Questions? We've got 24 seconds. I know, it was crazy. It was the perfect meal too, striving. I mean, it was delicious. I did enjoy it. I just had way more turkey than I could ever imagine eating left over. Turkey soup, turkey casserole, turkey quesadillas. It just was never ending. Minerva, welcome, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I'm probably going to be here tomorrow, guys. I don't know how many of you will show up. Probably not many. I'm going to be here to say happy Thanksgiving to whoever's here. All right, so guys, I've been here for half an hour. It's time for me to get on to the next thing. Everybody, thank you so much for keeping me company and hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. You all have a fantastic day. If I don't see you on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see you guys the next time, maybe even tomorrow.